It's Kobe Bryant instead of Jones.
They've made a switch already, putting Kobe on Michael.
Then the education.
To the Lakers' credit, they're responding.
Pippen fouled and goes to the free throw. And Kersey knocks the ball away. Be careful.
December 17th, 1996. Chicago. One arena. One night. And the entire basketball world was watching history collide. The past, the present, and the future all under one roof. The defending champion Chicago Bulls walked in untouchable, still glowing from their record-setting 1996 season. Their dominance wasn't just about talent, it was a machine, perfectly tuned. Every player knew his role, every movement precise, every outcome inevitable. Across from them stood the loud, flashy Los Angeles Lakers, hungry, rising fast, and armed with raw talent. Shaquille O'Neal, the most dominant young center in the league, was already impossible to ignore. 7 feet 1 inch, over 325 pounds of pure strength and athleticism. And alongside him, a fearless teenage prodigy, Kobe Bryant. 19 years old, barely out of high school, but his eyes burned with ambition. He wasn't just here to play basketball. He was here to learn, to measure himself against greatness. Kobe had studied Michael Jordan frame by frame, footwork, fadeaways, even his signature walk. Every move, every hesitation, every fake, it was all memorized. This game wasn't just about the Lakers trying to win. This was Kobe stepping onto the floor for his first real glimpse of the standard he wanted to reach. Shaq talked big, promising the Lakers were coming for the crown. Kobe hinted he wanted the ultimate challenge, guarding Michael himself. Cameras flooded the United Center, waiting for the collision of generations. But history has rules, you don't poke the king lightly. And Michael Jordan didn't care about hype or headlines. He wasn't there to pass the torch. He was there to remind the world, this was still his house. Kobe and Shaq came to learn.
They've got a new look, as you mentioned, and it starts in the middle with Shaquille O'Neal. What a sight in the middle, having him on your ball club. He's been playing fantastically. And then they've got a youngster by the name of Kobe Bryant, 18 years old. He's only played in one preseason game, but he's acting as if he's been in the league for a couple of years already. They are a new-look team.
He may be the most dominant player in the game well into the next century. Tonight, Shaquille O'Neal makes his Great Western Forum debut in purple and gold. It's Shaq and the Lakers next.
By the late 1990s, the Lakers were no longer just a team, they were a brewing storm. Confident, star-loaded, built around two phenoms, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. The takeover was coming. Just not that night. The summer of 1996 marked a bold, audacious rebuild. Los Angeles lured Shaq away from Orlando with a record-breaking $120 million contract, the largest in NBA history at the time. Then, they traded for Kobe Bryant, a raw young guard from Lower Merion who had never even set foot on a college court. On paper, it seemed like a gamble. But Los Angeles didn't see just a gamble, they saw a dynasty in the making. Shaq was already a superstar, larger than life. His dominance in the paint forced teams to adjust, bend game plans, and concede space. He didn't just play basketball, he owned every room he walked into. Hollywood noticed. The Lakers became his kingdom.
Oh, I told you he can play. You were talking about young kid. He can get going offensively. This young man can get to the basket. He has complete confidence in his ability to play at this level.
Wow, did you see the move by the kid? That's Kobe.
You see the finish by the kid?
Michael's trying to teach Kobe a lesson, trying to give him the experience, the youth, to the wisdom that what he once had.
And then there was Kobe. Raw, fearless, and laser-focused on greatness. Even in his rookie season, he carried himself like someone who knew his moment was coming. He wanted the ball. He wanted the spotlight. He wanted the hardest assignments. Deep down, he wanted Michael Jordan. Shaq and Kobe were building chemistry, but it wasn't perfect yet. Shaq commanded attention and respect, Kobe was earning his minutes and learning the ropes. The energy around the team was undeniable. You could feel the future power of this duo, but on December 17, 1996, they ran straight into the standard of dominance. It wasn't hype. It wasn't promise. It was reality.
Clear.
To get back on top, and to do it in a fashion that you alleviate all the questions that people had about your skills and your leadership qualities, and to, more or less just say, hey, we're back.
It's getting tougher, just from facing all the different challenges of staying on top. It's like the king of the hill. I mean, everybody's going to be coming at you and trying to knock you out.
Meanwhile, Chicago operated on another level entirely. The Bulls weren't chasing greatness, they were defining it. Coming off a 72-10 season and their fourth title in 6 years, they moved like a machine. Every player knew his role, every pass, every screen, every cut was calculated. And at the center of it all, Michael Jordan, 33 years old, a master craftsman. Jordan wasn't the high-flying acrobat of the late 80s. That version was gone. Replaced by a colder, more dangerous version, someone who studied the game, controlled the pace, and punished mistakes ruthlessly. The Bulls were sitting at 20-3, atop the Eastern Conference, and every game was a warning. The young Lakers, hyped and confident, thought they could challenge Chicago. The Bulls saw challengers who needed a reality check. Michael Jordan took it personally. This wasn't about excitement or headlines, it was about control. Kobe, meanwhile, had already begun the lifelong obsession. VHS tapes on repeat, footwork copied, mannerisms memorized, mentality analyzed piece by piece. Kobe wasn't chasing popularity. He was chasing greatness. And while he was raw potential, Jordan was proof: rings, scars, pressure, dominance. The copy was chasing the original.
Copy.
Because it's one thing in watching him play, and then it's another thing in playing against him. His technique was flawless. I wanted to make sure my technique was just as flawless.
He's only got probably 3 or 4 more years left, so.
I know he's an old guy. He's an old guy. But that'd be something that I love to do because, I watched him growing up. I love to play against Magic Johnson, but now he's retired. And Michael Jordan is somebody that I've always looked up to, and I want to play against.
The media loved the story. Next, Jordan versus the real one. Kobe welcomed it. He was fearless, bold, and hungry. He even requested the ultimate challenge, guarding Jordan himself. Jordan didn't answer with words. Greatness doesn't talk, it performs. The first quarter was a deadlock. Every possession felt like chess. Shaq dominated the paint, while Nick Van Exel pushed the tempo for LA. Then Kobe checked in. 19 years old, fearless, locked in. He caught a pass on the right wing and drilled a smooth 3 over Scottie Pippen, a statement: "I'm here." Jordan responded with surgical precision. A spin baseline, a quick move, a dunk. Cold, effortless execution. Message sent without a word. The switch flipped. Jordan began cooking. Pull-ups from mid-range, high-arching jumpers, moves over defenders, he made it all look simple. The Lakers kept pushing. Shaq bulldozed through defenders, scoring inside, drawing fouls. LA turned the game physical, trying to shake the Bulls' composure. But the veterans stayed calm. Jordan, Pippen, and even role players like Randy Brown controlled the floor. The fourth quarter became pure madness. Basket for basket. Every possession a battle. Shaq kept bullying the paint. Jordan answered every time with cold execution. Then came the defining moment. Dennis Rodman grabbed a brutal rebound, drew a foul, and calmly sank both free throws. Game over. Final stats. Michael Jordan, 30 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. Scottie Pippen, 35 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Shaq, 27 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists. Kobe, 5 points in limited minutes, flashing the fearless DNA that would soon define his career. Chicago survived. Jordan and Pippen's poise sealed the win. The young Lakers got an early reality check. This is what real dominance looks like. And for Kobe, it was a first taste of what greatness demanded. A night to learn, a night to respect, and a night that would fuel his obsession for years to come.